Today I am going to show you how to make the darling pumpkins. So we are going to start with a foundation single crochet. Now, if you haven't used this stitch before that we're using for this pattern, I do have a separate video showing you how to do the alternating single crochet rows and the puff rows. So that will be linked down in the description. So we are starting here with a foundation single crochet. The length depends on which size of pumpkin you're wanting to do. So once we're done, we're going to chain one, and then the next row we are going to work by skipping our first stitch, working our single crochet, working back into that skip stitch, our puff stitch. So this is the puff stitch row. Again, if you haven't done this before, head on over to the other video and I do a step-by-step on how to do this stitch. So once you've worked up all of your rows, we are going to join the two shorter ends together. So we're going to use a needle and our tail. And we're going to use a mattress stitch. So we're just going back and forth to join the foundation single crochet and our last single crochet row together. So you don't need to leave as long of a tail as I did here, but 12 inches is probably all you would need. So you want to pull it tight and work your way down. So once we have it, it will form a tube like this. You'll have tied off your yarn and we're going to work around one of the ends. So we're just going to loop the tail, doing a whip stitch around the top. So going from the outside in, and we'll just work our way. It doesn't really matter where you put it through, just make sure that you're leaving enough space between them so that when you cinch it, it cinches nice and tight. So once we've returned back all the way around, we are going to pull it tight. And then you are going to weave that end back and forth in a couple of spots, just make sure it's secure. So then once the bottom is secure, we're going to put in our stuffing. You can use whatever you want to stuff the inside of your pumpkin. Just making sure you're leaving enough room in the top so that when we cinch it, it does form the look of a pumpkin. So now using the tail that we left at the beginning of our foundation single crochet, we are going to do the same thing. We're going to do that whip stitch around to cinch in our top. So we'll pull it tight. So once you've woven the ends a couple of times, I'm going to add my leather stem. So these are leather stems available in my Crafty Bones shop. So they are very easy to use. They just have the pre-punched holes, you're just gonna use your tail and weave them in to the top of your pumpkin. And again, there'll be a link to this product in the description if you're interested in picking up some stems for yourself. So again, this is a free pumpkin pattern. If you are interested in making any of them, click in the description and you can get the pattern for yourself.